In the meantime, as always, on a Thursday lunchtime, we're talking boxing. Spencer Oliver is back on the 17th floor of the news building. Simon and I out in the banks of this lake here in Dusseldorf. And 3 of us becomes 4 of us, because Spencer, we also know, apart from Dubois going in against AJ at Wembley, before that, Jack Catterall, a very good friend of ours, is going to face Regis Prograis in a super lightweight clash on August the 24th at the Co-op Live Arena in Manchester. And I'm delighted to say that Jack joins us live. Spencer and Simon, Jack is with us to talk about this upcoming fight. Jack, good afternoon. How do you feel about this one coming up against Prograis?
Good afternoon, guys. Yep, feeling really good. The deal was done quite quick. I think it's a great fight for my career right now, and I'm excited. First fight night at the Co-op Live Arena, so it's all systems go. We're straight back to it.
What's the thinking behind it, Jack? I mean, you must be moving now very quickly and succinctly towards a world title shot. I don't know which one of the belts you want to aim at. I mean, you're number 2 in the WBO, aren't you? So what's the thinking behind taking Prograis at this stage?
So for me, the goal has always been a world title. We've seen where the world titles are. I believe there's no immediate shot at a world title, and I've spent a large part of my career out the ring due to inactivity, through no fault of my own, just boxing politics. My instructions to Sam and to the promoters was, I want to stay active. I want to fight the best names in the division. I believe Regis is one of them, 2-time world champion. Been in with some top fighters. Again, another great fight for me. Whilst I'm in a good position, I think it puts me in a strong position to argue to get a world title shot later this year.
Yeah, Jack, I think it's fair to say you're not taking an easy route, are you, to this world title shot? I mean, Regis Prograis, out of his 29 victories, 24 of those have come inside the distance. We saw him back in 2019, actually, when he lost narrowly, a fight that he could have possibly won, actually, against Josh Taylor, but we saw that he's actually got a lot of boxing skill as well. This is not an easy fight. I mean, he lost to Devin Haney last time out, but there was no disgrace in that, you know, considering how good Devin Haney is. But this guy is a serious contender still. It's not like it's a fighter that's on the slide. So props to you for taking that, mate.
Yeah, serious fighter. And I was over at the fight in December, and he's coming off a loss to Devin Haney, who, again, tremendous fighter. So he'll be bang up for it, and so will I. I think we're going to put on a great fight. And I've said it for some time now, I don't want to be dodging fights and not taking big fights. I want to see how good I can be and how far I can go. And these are the fights that we need to test ourselves.
Well, I mean, I ask you the question, Jack. Where are you and Sam zeroing in on? Which belt, which champion are you wanting to fight to get your world title shot away?
I think I've made it clear in the last couple of weeks. I would love Teofimo. I'm ranked number 2 in the WBO. There was a negotiation with Arnold Barboza to come over to Manchester for a final eliminator for that fight, but unfortunately negotiations ended through no fault of mine. I've been open and willing to fight all these guys. I said to Eddie Hearn, look, if Liam Parrot's not got a mandatory, put me on a flight to Australia. I love that fight. Isaac Cruz, the WBA title. These are all the fights that I want.
Why Lopez? Why is Lopez at the... I mean, I know that's where you're highest ranked, so it might be the easiest opportunity to force people into a position. But is it stylistically a reason? Is it simply because it's the most accessible opportunity?
Yeah, I think Lopez is a great name, a big name in America. People are familiar with him over here. He's beat Josh Taylor in his last outing. He fights next weekend. He's an exciting, charismatic fighter, and I just want a shot at the world title. It could be any of them, but I like the Teo fight. I think I said previously, I've been chasing the WBO title before the first Josh fight. I was always fighting for the WBO Intercontinental International belts. And it's something that I've always been chasing, that WBO world title.
Jack, how important is it to get home advantage against Prograis in Manchester? You know, that's going to be a big moment for you, isn't it? Going in against someone like Regis Prograis in front of your home fans. That's something, it's sort of a pinch yourself moment, dream come true, really.
Yeah, it's massive. It's massive for me. Been quite fortunate these last couple of fight nights. We've been to Liverpool, Leeds. This one's in Manchester, on my doorstep, really. So it's going to be good. I'm excited for the fans to turn out, but I'm not shy. If the fight was proposed to me in America, I'm straight on that flight. These are the fights that I want.
Jack, can I ask you, mate, are you kind of relieved in some ways that the Josh Taylor saga is now over? It's behind you.
Yeah, it's done. That chapter's closed. It's part of my career, part of the history now. I can focus on me, focus on the future, the fights that we're trying to get towards, the fights that we've got in front of us. That's done for me now. It's 2-0 to Jack Catterall and we move on.
Jack, let me ask you, mate, Regis Prograis, what are you expecting from him? What are you expecting him to bring there? We know he's heavy-handed. We know he's got a lot of firepower, but what are you expecting on August the 24th?
I'm expecting the best version. He's coming off a defeat. I'm sure that's put him in the mind frame now. He's the underdog, the mind frame that I keep as the underdog. Listen, it's a tough road back if he loses to me. It'll be 2 back-to-back defeats. I'm expecting a tough, strong fighter. Like you said, he's got high knockout power. He's strong, he's tough, he comes forward, he's skillful. I'm expecting the best version of him, and I'll be preparing to beat him.
Jack, is it fair to say there's never been a better time to be a top-level boxer? With all the attention that's focused on your sport at the moment, and now you're getting a crack at Prograis, we've just been talking, Spencer, myself and Simon, about Daniel Dubois. What an opportunity he's got. Talk about high profile. He goes in with Joshua. I mean, the fights are being made, aren't they?
The fights are being made. It's phenomenal. The promoters are working together. We're getting the fights that we sometimes think we might not get due to the politics of boxing. Everyone's coming together, and it's putting our sport in a good place. I'm excited. I know there's going to be opportunities for promoters to work together, and sometimes that's the worry of the belts with other promoters. You might never get a shot, but I'm confident now in my team and what I'm doing that there's going to be some more big nights.
You got a burning ambition to be on a Saudi card?
I'm quite happy with doing what I'm doing. You know what? We topped out Liverpool, we topped out Leeds. I'm headlining in Manchester. That'd be 3 venues in the UK on the bounce that we've headlined. And I'm building this momentum. It feels good. If the opportunity comes to fight in Saudi, then we consider it. But I'm comfortable with what I'm doing.
Quite right, Jack.
Very good.
Jack, we're covering the Euros out here. No doubt you're watching it. What do you think? Is it England's time?
You know what? You always support your own. It wasn't the best the other night, but we keep that faith and we keep the light lit, don't we? And we support our own. So we'll see.
We'll see, Jack. You're right. You always support your own. My lot have gone home, Jack. There's nothing I can do about that. Jack Catterall, good man. Thanks as always for joining us live, Jack. We like you a lot. Thanks for giving up your time this lunchtime.
Have a nice afternoon, guys. Thank you very much. God bless.
Great stuff. I like Jack.
Yeah,
it's great he's getting this opportunity, Simon, isn't
Yeah, not ducking anyone, is he, Spence?
No,
it's a difficult fight for him.
It certainly isn't. That's why I asked him that question at the beginning. I said, look, there's easier roadmaps to a world title when you put yourself in the position that he's in right now anyway, coming off that victory to Josh Taylor. You're looking down the list and you go, Regis Prograis, very heavy-handed southpaw.
Has he got him at the right time, though, Spence?
Well,
I mean, the Regis Prograis that came in against Josh Taylor was a monster, right? Now, Devin Haney boxed his ears off, didn't he?
Well, this is it.
And did a number on him.
Yeah, absolutely. Devin Haney's a slick boxer, though, and he is a pound-for-pound star. Forget what happened last time out. We know what's happened with Ryan Garcia since then, so you can forgive that loss that he had there against Garcia. So, Devin Haney he's right at his very best, and Regis Prograis was just found wanting in that fight. He looked a little bit one-dimensional. Jack Catterall has a similar sort of style, as in he's busy, he's in and out, very awkward to hit. So stylistically, it might be the right opponent for him, but it's a dangerous one, Simon, definitely.
Well, what does it do for Regis Prograis? I mean, Regis Prograis has just been fighting at a certain level of Devin Haney, and people will look at that and say, OK, well, that's an outcome because Devin Haney's a pound for pound. But then there's this perception. I think Jack Catterall doesn't get the cachet and kudos that he should have got, and he will always have to live with that opportunity that was taken away from him to have all the 4 belts in his possession, because he did beat Josh Taylor the first time round. But what does this fight opportunity do for Regis Prograis?
Listen, it's a tough one, because it's sort of like it's a lose-lose situation for Regis Prograis, really. It's one of of those ones where you go, like, what is he getting from it? What is he benefiting from it?
Yep.
Possibly a world title shot off the back of it. You don't know what the negotiations have been behind the scenes, and it might be a case of, you know, these guys putting themselves into that position and with nowhere else to go, the best wanting to fight the best. So you've got to respect Prograis for taking the fight, and also just you've also got to respect Catterall as well, you know, for taking the fight, because they're both putting a lot on the line here, because a defeat from either one of them knocks them back a long, long way. So, you know, for Prograis, it's a must-win situation.
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Friday mornings from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.